Inspector General of Police IGP Kayode Egbetokun has presented group life assurance and family welfare insurance checks totaling over 2.85 billion naira to the next of kin of 1,235 fallen officers. The ceremony at the IGP Smart Conference Hall, Force Headquarters in Abuja, brought together members of the Force Management Team, senior police officers, insurance industry stakeholders, and beneficiaries of the welfare schemes. The IGP emphasized the Nigeria Police Force's enduring commitment to honoring the legacies of officers who paid the ultimate price in service to the nation. The IGP disclosed that the disbursement marks the 10th phase of the insurance payment initiative, raising the total amount paid to bereaved families to an unprecedented 22.98 billion naira. Since the commencement of the program, 8,301 families have received benefits across 9 previous phases. He also highlighted that the payment addressed long-standing death benefits arrears covering the 2018-2019 to 2022 and 2024 insurance years. When we had the conversation on the Oyo State incident, you made mention of the welfare of most of these officers. The fact that most of them are not, so oftentimes all of them are not mentally, stable. Sometimes because of the whole
distress, economic pull and social pull here and there.
This decision by the Inspector General of Police, Egbetokun, to have donated the sum in life insurance benefits to the fallen officers, do we say that that's more like, because when they had the police week few months ago, he made mention of putting the welfare of most of these officers at heart. Do we say that this is a commendable decision to have done this?
Well, it's commendable to have done this. Yeah, it's very, very commendable. I mean, but beyond the lump amount, given, it's also important for the police to break down what got to each family from the least to the highest. So because it's important their welfare are taken care of when they are in service and when they are out of service, and those who has fallen in line of duty, those who have paid the ultimate price, their families should not be left that way. We have had cases where families of bereaved families of police officers who died while in service cry out that they are ejecting them from the official quarters, and at such time they seem not to have where to go to. But if we have a welfare system that prioritize their lives, in this country in time past, and maybe still is, there was a time we had this National Social Insurance Trust Fund that was meant to take care of workers' welfare after leaving after leaving service here. Such things should be taken. There are some things that make a person relax. Some of these corruptions you see, maybe not all of them, some of them are because those guys are trying to take care of their immediate need now. And also, when they look at the life of those who have left service, how unbecoming their life has become, they may begin to question themselves that, why am I putting in all these things? What is in it for me? But if the ones in service now can look at those out of service and see that, they are living a fairly reasonable life, they are being taken care of, their gratuities are paid, they have an insurance package that takes care of their health, they live a fair normally life. After the barracks life, what next? Do they have where to stay? That could be a source of encouragement. And beyond this, I think the police should also try to encourage, if they don't have already, a system where they encourage, and not just the police, maybe other public agencies, where their workers get into some sort of mortgage and housing scheme, even if they live in government provided quarters. So by the time they are leaving service, they already have a provision of shelter to move out. So it won't be a case of years after service they are still hanging around the barracks because they have nowhere to go to. And we shouldn't have a case of where people leave the service, maybe leaving service become a death sentence. No, these things can be taken care of by welfare like this that has been shown, and they should come timely. They should come timely. It's one thing to pay this money. It's another thing to ask how timely are they. Paying it timely can also help. For example, somebody whose husband died in service 10 years ago, and you are paying the first tranche now, they may have gone through a lot. Some of the children may have dropped out of school. So paying it is very fine. Paying it timely would also be good. And also, the officers and maybe their spouses should also be encouraged to, particularly their spouses, it may not be easy, to get involved in, skill acquisition so as to help them cushion some of this economic effect. So I think it's a good one on the part of the police force to make this provision, but it should be more timely and more concise.
All right.